Hello and welcome back to Bump Love. We really hope you have subscribed. Please, before you go any further, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always alerted when we have new episodes, right? So today we have a rather interesting topic, and this is none other than kissing your child on the lips. Now we know that every time a photo like that is posted, social media goes in uproar. It's like, what? This is unacceptable. This is inappropriate. You know, and people sharing their sometimes unsolicited feedback. Our girl here, Manuela, has experienced that. She not recently, I think it was a couple of months back, posted something. Even yesterday, yes. She posted something on her social media, a photo of her kissing. Blake was kissing her on the lips. And my goodness, I even got phone calls. What is Manuela doing?
Really?
What? Yes.
And then I went in the comments and I blocked everybody who had something to say. blocked. So actually, if you don't have access, you are probably among the people. Blocked.
So there you have it. So today we want to discuss that. I don't know what to call it, phenomenon or thing, just to hear our thoughts on whether we think it's inappropriate, is it a cultural thing, you know, the way we feel, or when we get our panties all tied up in a knot about it. Yeah. So ladies, what are your thoughts on, you know, your child, or expressing affection to your child that way?
So for me, the last time my mom kissed me was like last week. Or the last time we kissed was like last week. Yeah. But with my brothers, there's a certain age when they reach, because I called them, I was like, when did mom stop kissing you on the lips? Yeah. And they're like, like when they were teenagers. Yeah. So I'm talking 14 years, 12 to 14 was when she stopped. And they're the ones who told her. But it wasn't because they were uncomfortable. It was because everyone around them was like, your mom is still kissing you on the lips, oh my God. So, exactly. Yeah. So for them, they had no issue with it. And so until friends said it. So when I saw the topic coming up, I'm like, let me find out from my brothers when my mom stopped. So me, I was raised in a home where I don't understand how you don't kiss your children. And if you choose not to, it's okay.
On the lip,
on the bum, on the head, on the nose, everything.
Yes, Angie's definitely those parents.
Yes. And you know, there was a time I questioned it during that time when people were uproar. After I blocked you, I did go and check myself, don't worry, but I still blocked you. I did go and check myself, and I remember speaking to my accountability partner, and she gave me the scripture that says that, you know, for those who are already perverted, anything is perversion. You understand? So already, even if you do what, and I want to be in a place where I can share with people that our children are not perverted beings.
They're not.
They are not perverted. I know people say things like, nudity. I think we've talked about nudity and all of. But our children don't come from a perverted place. They get that perversion when they see something, like when you might work with your boobs like this. So I'll find no problem with their boobs until they watch a movie where a man was touching boobs. And when they watched it, they felt a certain way. So now they see your boob and it has become. But if they've not watched, it's very, you understand what I mean? And so if you're to hold yourself back on the premise that you don't know what they might come into contact with that might make them aware of certain things, such as when you kiss them, they feel a certain way. So for me, I was raised, it was okay. So I found it okay until on social media everyone was like, but then when I got
if your background is that and that's your upbringing, but personally as me, and you can't block me, I'm sorry. But I think in my mind, and this has nothing to do with the way I was raised, but just a conformity, I guess, now in my adulthood, that all the lips on my body, inner or outer, are personal boundaries. It's like so personal. So we had a situation, I remember, at work, where I hung out, we have lunch usually with a group of guys, and then there's also like 3 other girls. So it's like 5 guys and 3 guys, and we're really close at work. And this guy, he's always playing around, right? Like he comes to me and like he likes to kiss, that and that. And then there's this girl who he did it to, and he kissed on the lips. And he was summoned for disciplinary, for sexual harassment. Actually, like she really filed a really huge complaint, and this is someone we hung around. This is and it's not like it was. It's not like a good friend, a good person. Yeah, but then when he was summoned at the DAC, disciplinary committee, whatever, he said that I don't see anything wrong with it. I was raised. You know, when someone comes with a way that us, this is how we are. I was raised this way. There's no problem, but then I feel like children need to understand
the boundaries,
points of, you know what, this is okay
for us.
Now, outside. But how do you have that conversation with the child without telling them that, while being aware that their minds are not perverted? So I feel that for me it's an age issue. I don't mind it, and
we don't care for it.
I don't care. Like I can't do it. I can't. Like me, I'm not going to kiss my kid on the lips. I won't kiss anybody on the lips unless it's an act of intimacy. You know, with my partner, and even I have very close friends I can kiss on the lips. Very close. Like our relationship is really strong and nice, and even my partner can fear that my Pumla can go with that chick anytime now, you know. So for me, it's just such an intimate act, and I feel that yes, children are certain big, but I feel like the way that you can bathe a child, it may not be frowned upon as a Manuela and her mom bathing together even at the age of 18, but it will be frowned upon if you do it with your son. And frowned upon, not that it's other people's opinions, like please you guys, us who are raised like this, but frowned upon because while you and Blake, it might be all right, there's another mother and son somewhere where things are happening. And we've had those stories, and the children think it's okay. Even while they become adults. So I feel this boundaries conversation has to happen. How, when? So because for me, I don't want to take that step. I don't want to go through with it. So let me just block it. Like I'm sorry, because I don't know the right age. I don't know the right time. I don't know when it's appropriate. So just do it.
You actually make a good point, because we were raised in a very protected environment. So you can't come and say, Manuela was kissing her son, so also me I can, because when you have 3 house girls. You have adults who are not aware of the boundary. Me, my children are raised like this in a there's no house girl. It's just us. So the only person they receive kisses from is their mom, and so and I guess even the boundaries conversation has happened, because I say, usually when I'm going to kiss him, I'll say something like, let me kiss you before you get married and you kiss your... So they are fully, I feel like they are fully aware that this thing what mom is doing is happening for now, but it's not for everybody. She's doing it for now. Yes, it needs to happen. So if you just watch me and do it, you can fall in a deep hole.
If we dial back to what you just said, is that I don't know if you realize it, but even if our sons are watching things on telly, there is mommy's boob. And then there is that one.
Oh, that's true.
You understand?
There's
they
that.
Completely, no one should ever lie to you that your child now sees you in a sexual matter because they've seen it on telly. That is there, and then
this is mommy.
You understand? And then just like even the baby.
Up to a certain age.
Again, that's why for me this conversation
is age issue.
It's an age issue. So at what point, if you breastfeed your son at 8 years old, he will see you exactly the same way on the TV.
For sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that you see, like a baby reaches a certain stage and they sit. Then they crawl. Then they walk. Just like also showering. There's a certain stage. It's not even it's written anywhere. There is a way the body just knows that now
there's
I kissed my sons. I don't know when it moved to the I don't know when it moved to kissing the 20 where kissing the same time. Kiss. Then slowly I started kissing their head. Now they're the ones who kiss my head.
They're taller, yes.
Then when it came to her son, anyway, she hasn't given me a chance to overdo it. She reached that extent. She's like, Mama, I would love my first kiss to be with
man, a
Yes,
boy.
I want to keep this her special thing. I'm like, but I can't have kissed you your whole. She's like, yes, Mama, that was then. Now, I'm
So she
waiting.
reached her
So she reached her stage.
The problem I think sometimes we have, you see all these things that you're doing with thingy. I did them with my children, maybe even older than Blake. The difference is social media has a way of
enlarging things.
Yes.
When you open that door.
When
When you open that door.
But when you block, if you open the door and they come in, block.
If you go to that post and there is no negative comment.
I also read through actually. I didn't see any negative comment.
All of
On Facebook and Instagram. Yes.
And before you actually go to social media, there's also research that has been done on some of these things. And I did a bit of research, and there's something that came up. So this girl was saying her father came and kissed her. She was about 16 on the lips, and she felt a certain way.
Meaning he hadn't
So
been doing it.
he
He
was.
has been doing, of course, now all of a sudden,
Yeah. So this is where I'm going. So they say it's an age thing, because if you reach a certain age, they say it robs. You're robbing your child of that sensitivity that they feel exactly, what Asante was talking about. So like let them experience it. Don't take it away from them, because it's a beautiful thing. Your first kiss.
from daddy's kiss.
It's the same.
But if you've been kissing with your daddy.
Yes, they've been kissing, but he has also passed the age where, like they've robbed her of what she would have felt. She speaks out at 16.
Social media.
Yeah. No. Research that has been done about, kissing your child, or if it's okay, whether it's appropriate or not. And I do not think there's anything wrong really. But for me, I think just like Pumla, since they are boys, for me, I prefer to kiss the man that I'm in love with, like
the way you kiss your man
is different.
There's also that kind of nice one. Do you know that kind of nice one of honey, I'm home, and then you do that like a
I like one.
It's brief but impactful. Brief but powerful. It's brief but powerful. But then, and I think I relate, because with Zara, she'll come and kiss you on the lips, and it's very, it's so cute.
It's adorable. It's cute.
Yeah. But for the boys, I honestly do the pics. Like, I don't want to rob them of the sensitivity they'll feel. It will still be there.
No, so here's the thing. For me, it's actually Micah who introduced. I never introduced the whole kissing on the mouth. I think when he was coming into that whole affection thing, he would come to us and he would peck us on so he'd peck both of us, me and Ben, yes. So Ben and I would get uncomfortable. We're like, we need to put a stop to this. We need to show him. This is like what, 4, 5? Yeah. So he would come to us, and I guess we were both uncomfortable. Like you, it was like, I don't know the end and the beginning of this matter, so I am going to end it now. I don't want to get into age appropriate, what is okay, I'm just like, first of all, I don't really care for it. If he's showing affection, it's like on the cheek or on the forehead. At first, when Ben raised it, I was like, let him be. Eventually I felt like he will outgrow it, which he has. Now he'll come and on the cheek or on the forehead, because we do it to him. So it was like, where did he see this whole kissing on the lips? Maybe it's just the part that he has seen. I don't know, maybe he saw something on TV. So he introduced it, but because I was just not sure how to deal with the dynamic.
So did you stop it?
I said,
you did.
So we emphasized pecking on the on the other parts of the body. So I guess I want to say do you, but
what isn't there a fear also of so much as since your family circle sheltered, isn't there also a risk that yes, your children think this is what it is everywhere?
Yes.
But also you, the adults, I'll give you a story. And this happened maybe about 5 years ago, when there was such a bad-ish thing about maids and people putting CCTV in their houses and what. There was a boy child, and actually this is how that boy issue came in. Of a boy child, he was 4 years old, 3 years old, because he couldn't really communicate. About 3 years old. And the parents, at a certain point, whenever women would come home, he would be opening their skirts. opening their skirts. Always like, and he would throw a fit, a tantrum if he couldn't. And they were like, you guys, what is happening with the child? What is going on? They even took him to like counselors and got his new opening to the other lips. Their parents installed some CCTV. Do you know what they found?
Oh dear, I don't know.
I'm sorry, this is some R18 content.
Yes, please.
The housemaid
Oh no.
used to sit in the chair, the sitting room, remove her skirt.
Oh no.
And the boy reached so much that he liked it so much, he was now the one removing
Oh,
and even
no.
asking her for it.
Oh no.
And he would be there
Oh no.
in a big J. So if it can happen to there, really, then I find that if children will just mirror without
Thought,
without
yes.
thinking, and I feel that's why I always fear that statement that children are pure.
Yeah.
I fear it so much because impurity is where threats can start to happen.
Yes.
Also. People can take advantage of that purity or that ignorance
The innocence,
and do anything because there's
yeah.
certain innocent things like kissing. To be honest, let me tell you the truth. Kissing on the lips is innocent,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
yes.
But then it opens. It should be.
Yeah.
But then it
It opens
opens
the
the
door
door,
to-
to people being exposed to any personal boundaries anywhere. So where do you draw that line? You know?
Yeah.
Like it's person to person, you know.
Yeah.
These things, the truth is we could talk until Jesus comes, but what you do in your home, like for us, we always had a prayer when they're going to bed. I kiss their forehead and I would say, so you make up good dreams. So you see good dreams. So you smell good dreams. So you speak good dreams. I love you, my child, good night. I don't know where it ended. But this thing, they just slowly, no, at first we are but Tuli you get what I mean? So that was our prayer. Along the way, it disappeared. Yeah. And then also that made...
Yeah, you remember when I said that? You remember when I
that
said...
thing was on social media?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I don't
And for me at the
remember.
credit, I've had
Crazy
I've had a
stories.
zillion of those stories.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier in my beginning submission, I don't know if you remember, I said, you see, children are pure until they are introduced. Then that thing comes out. You understand what I mean? Because we are sexual beings, whether we like it or not. So a certain thing can be very innocent, but then when you're like, you understand? Like you can't believe that the boy might not even be realizing he's erecting. He's 3 years. He didn't know he's erecting. He has no idea. He has no idea until now this is an erection. So I don't even know if we should say they ejaculate. You understand? Like he doesn't know. For him, and 3 years old is such, you know, I don't know if you remember your learnings, primary, about the stages of life. There is that stage when they are fascinated by the body parts and anybody's body parts. Now 3 years old is in the right stuck middle of it. You understand? So a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old might have raised an alarm. You understand? So a 2-year-old would not have cared for it. But now it had come at that stage where like, hey, there's this body part. If you suck it, it's like a milk. So let us see. You understand what I mean? So there was also, so that age thing, I think has really the one that has got me. That there has, because, and clearly for my mom, when the age came, she stopped. For me, see, we are very excited. And we continue. Also,
I think even that.
Right.
There's no culture in Africa that kiss on mouth.
It's not there.
And you see them decide, hey, one of they do. My dear that came with the French.
They do here, and I thought was on them.
No. It's the French, I think, that do.
The people who are when they told me in their culture.
Which culture is that? Yes, Banyaranda kids.
Where do you think the
They
Yoruba
do.
from? It's French.
Oh yes, because they were
That's
colonized by the
culture.
French.
It's
Yeah.
culture influence.
Yes. And then
of
on
course,
the
we were influenced.
anyway, like Angie said,
So she comes from near.
From nearby.
like Angie said, we can talk about this until the cows. Like Angie said, we can talk about this until Jesus returns. I think at the end of the day, mind the age of your child. And then if you're going to enter this hole, this rabbit hole, be ready to set those boundaries, because like we've said, children may not know what is acceptable where. Just because it's being done at home, they might think this is acceptable in another person's home. But yeah, be ready to have those conversations with your child to establish the boundary so that they know that this is just a mom-daughter thing or a mom-son thing. It's acceptable in our home. And then at a certain age, we will stop it, you know. So thank you so much for joining us. Let us know what happens in your homes. If this is an okay thing in your home, let us know in the comment section. And that's it from us. Until next time, with love from Bump Love.